Okay, so today we're going to talk about how we can better access our deep core muscles. When you started the program, we talked about all parts of your core, your transverse abdominis, your multifidus, your pelvic floor, and your diaphragm. So one way that we can begin to access our transverse abdominis a little bit better is by paying better attention to our alignment. And this is even when we're in the moves that we want to perform to strengthen our core. And so this is also why I talk about what is the strategy behind the movement that we're doing. So, for example, in the early phase of the postpartum rehab program, we have heel taps. We have a couple of different variations of those. It's nothing I created. It seems like postpartum core rehab programs have heel taps in them. But the most important part to pay attention with something like that is, what is your strategy behind the heel taps? So let's take, for example, you get into position, and I'm going to lift my shirt up so you can see, okay? So let's say we've got, you see that arch? I can put my whole hand under there, right? And if you're doing your heel tap like this, sure, you're doing the heel tap, and maybe you're thinking, gosh, this doesn't feel that hard, or I'm having a lot of back pain, something a lot of women complain about. And this is because we're not in the best optimal alignment that we could possibly be in to access our deep core to gain our strength. So what I want you to think about doing, shifting your butt back, right? So you're going from here to here, and really think about keeping your back flush against the floor. Then you're going to come up here and notice that everything is neutral now. Before, maybe you were like this, not neutral. Our ribs were not stacked above our hips, and that's just really something we want to be mindful of in the postpartum, the beginning stages of our healing phase. So roll back, get those hips back, get that back flush against the floor. You're going to take your big inhale, everything's going to come out. You're going to get that 360 expansion of your ribs for that good diaphragmatic breath, okay? We're going to feel those ribs inhale and expand. We're not worried about just how big the belly's getting, but we really want those ribs to flare out like an umbrella, okay? So we're going to feel the ribs flare out, and then exhale through the range of motion. So inhale, my back is staying flush against the ground. And that, my friends, that is the easiest way for me to talk to you at this point. That is how we're going to access that deep, deep core, and how we're really going to connect with it and begin to strengthen it. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. If something doesn't make sense, I love to troubleshoot these things with women to really help them reconnect with their core, their pelvic floor. It's all working together. And it will happen. It just requires the right strategy behind the movement that you're performing. So I hope that helped.